it's official. Former President Donald Trump had possession of nuclear secrets. Now, what's interesting is that they actually were not, as far as we know, American nuclear secrets. But according to a report from the Washington Post, Trump was in possession of nuclear secrets of an unidentified country when FBI agents had searched his home last month, looking for, of course, these very documents, as well as a raft of other classified information. So now this is something that Trump had denied early in August. For example, Trump had written this on his failing
Truth Central
platform. He said this: nuclear weapons issue is a hoax, just like Russia was a hoax. Two impeachments were a hoax. The Mueller investigation was a hoax, and much more. Same sleazy people were involved. Yes. All the hoax. Wait, what happened? What happened? I thought the nuclear was a hoax. You schmuck, you moron, you idiot, you compulsive liar. Now, these documents are incredibly sensitive. Again, this is intelligence, right? I was just going to say, it's not human intelligence. But in this case, it was human intelligence from our intelligence agencies about the nuclear capabilities of another country that we happen to have information on. Okay? So that's very confidential, very sensitive information. And by the way, when I talk about sensitive, I don't mean, sensitive as in Jordan Peterson crying all the time, because look, if you want to talk about sensitive, very, very sensitive person. Okay? But no, this is information that is supposed to be kept secret, and so secret that many inside the intelligence agencies themselves, even members of the Biden administration, do not have the clearance to access it. And yet, there was just chilling, at a Florida golf resort, maybe in a storeroom with a single padlock, because, that'll deter any would-be spy. Or maybe it was sitting in an office, next to the stack of Time magazines. Who's to say exactly where they found it? Well, I guess except for the FBI. To be fair. Just chilling, hanging out. Anybody can come and look at it, So great. Now, the same day, this idiot of idiots, the king of dumb, decided to contradict himself. He said this: President Barack Hussein Obama kept 33 million pages of documents, much of them classified. Oh my God. How many of them pertained to nuclear? Word is lots. You know what his sources on that? Trust me, bro. I got many sources. Tremendous sources. The best sources.
Bullshit.
Yeah. Now, again, flat out lie. The guy just lies. He lies as easily as he can breathe. I swear to God, I could not understand how someone can live their life building up a consistent web of lies and keeping it all straight. Well, obviously he can't keep it all straight, because he routinely contradicts himself on every single thing that he says. Even things that don't matter, he still lies about. No, here's what Obama's records. Here's what happened to Obama's 30 million records. They were given to the National Archives in 2017 after he left office. That's it. Wow. To this day, they remain in NARA's sole custody in accordance with federal law in a facility in Chicago, run by the agency itself. None of those records were classified. The ones that are in NARA in Chicago. Now, there were classified documents, but Obama didn't take them home with him. No, they were moved to a separate NARA facility where they are still in the Washington, D.C. area, sitting in this secure facility. Look, I don't understand why I continue to try to debunk the nonsense coming from Trump and members of the right wing. Look, right-wingers, you're watching. I know you're watching. I can see your comments right now. You don't care, do you? No, of course not. no one who's watching this that is a conservative Trump supporter cares at all about reality, facts. You just don't. You're hate watching right now. You're furiously typing about Hunter Biden and his laptop. I can guarantee you at this time. Hunter Biden, Chuck Grassley's letter, the whistleblowers, the FBI, it's so bad. Donald Trump literally had nuclear documents of another country. Documents that were so top secret that they needed to be stored in a secure government facility and supervised by a designated government official to keep tabs on them. And he stored them in a resort where literally random people have gotten into. And I've detailed that before. That includes a Chinese woman carrying loads of SD cards and other electronic equipment. She could have been a spy, but you're worried about Hunter Biden. Priorities. I mean, seriously, this is where we're at. Now, one last thing here. And that's the special master that has just been not appointed, because they're still looking for a special master, but a court had ruled, a judge, specifically U.S. District Court Judge Aline M. Cannon, who happens to be a Trump appointee in Florida and a member of the Federalist Society. She recently ruled that Trump would get his special master, who will then sift through the nearly 13,000 documents and items that the FBI had taken looking for privileged information, anything that might be protected by attorney-client privilege. Now, here's the thing about that. Justice Department lawyers had already said that they had a filter team to go through and separate out those documents that might be protected by attorney-client privilege. But again, that's not really what it's all about. It's never been about that. No. The whole point of requesting the special master is to stall for time. That's it. He needs time. He wants time. That's it. Until, and that's what's going to happen. They're going to tie up this investigation, this case in court for years. That's the whole goal here. Okay. Now, the judge has ruled that investigators are not able to use the seized materials in their investigation until the special master concludes his or her examination, however long that takes. And that's assuming the Justice Department does not file an appeal, which could take even longer. So what this is they're gumming up the works, thanks to a Trump lackey that was appointed to the court. She also reasoned, by the way, that a special master could mitigate potential harm to Trump by way of improper disclosure of sensitive information to the public. Basically what we know now, what we had found out, the nuclear documents, suggesting that the knowledge of or details of the case were harmful to the former president and could be lessened by inserting a special master into the document review process. So what we're worried about apparently is reputational harm to the former president. So let me ask you again, question for the chuds, the Trump supporters. You're watching, hate watching right now. Is this at all hurting his reputation with you? I would expect not. Is it hurting his reputation with people like myself? No. And if there is a person out there who has not already made up their mind on Donald Trump, is this going to be the one thing that gets those people to say, you know what? I have made a decision here. Well, if that's the case, and I think it's very unlikely, but if that is the case, well, then I guess the one person to blame here would be Donald Trump for hurting his own reputation by taking documents that didn't belong to him. So if we're worried about the reputational harm, I don't agree.
Give me a break.
He had the nuclear documents at his resort that he wasn't supposed to have, and other classified material. He lied about having them, had his lawyers sign off on it. No, the only person that harmed Trump is Trump. This is another case of play stupid games. Now, the only question, of course, is when he will receive his stupid prizes, and thanks to Judge Cannon here, it might be a while yet.